Hello and welcome, everybody, to the maiden stream of Coliseum of Chaos. How's everyone doing? Good? Enjoying life?
I'm not long for this world.
Great start already. It's gonna be very interesting
I forgot.
to see.
There's only two of us. Zane's not here.
Yeah, because Zane had a little bit of, shall we say, trouble.
It's so weird doing this without Zane. Like, without the three of us. It's so weird.
It really is. But, we'll just have to make do for this time, but hopefully Zane will be able to actually join us, sometime next week, I think. Tomorrow will be, Lolo will be hosting, I think alongside Laurie. So that'll also be interesting.
Are they two, man?
I believe so.
Rare. Yeah, they are actually. Yeah, Lorray and Lorikai.
Really, I mean, two is better than one. Good.
Well, you were almost on your own for like 2 matches today because my team just happened to be playing in the last 2 games.
You mean because Zane decided to?
Yeah, he just decided to do that. I'm not going to cast along Barney. That's what it is. Barney doesn't want to say it, but Zane just doesn't want to cast Barney.
Feels bad, man. But it is accurate. So,
Remotely.
why don't we go over some of what we might expect to see here from the different teams, from the tournament itself. And maybe go over some of the rules too. So, the rules are quite simple. Strangely enough, there is a choice for teams. Teams can agree to play on a different map other than Crystal Training Grounds, which I think is kind of interesting. I think anybody that does choose that is maybe a little insane. But, you know, we might see it, we might not. I highly doubt we will, but it would be very, very cool if we did. And of course, everything else as well.
One thing that I'm going to explain, because Meryl had to explain it to me since I didn't understand it first, the reason why they're not BO3s or BO5s is because the reason why we've had it as like four maps each is because we want matches to have the possibility that they end in a 2-2 draw. Otherwise, what's going to happen at the end of the season is we're going to have loads of people literally tied on points. So that's why they are in sets of 4.
Mm-hmm. Essentially, if a team manages to score 3 victories, then that set is theirs. But in the case that you end in a 2 each, 2 side, then you end in a draw. Might sound a little bit strange at first, but it does make sense. We've had it figured out. This way, hopefully, we avoid any of the unfortunate scenarios where, like Levine just said, it just ends up getting all clustered and it's a logistical nightmare. But what about what we'll be playing for? Very, very spicy rewards, as you can see right here. 180 euros worth of Mog Station items, 70 million gil, various in-game items, and a hand-drawn portrait of your character. I mean, I'm already... You got me. I already want to win. Get me in there.
This is like the biggest prize pool that we've ever had for an EU tournament, by far.
It's really impressive. I'm astounded.
Yeah, like, honestly, thanks so much, like, everyone that, like, put money and stuff in or offered to, like, do, like, services. I mean, the portraits themselves are probably worth about 300 euros each on their own. Because it's Tora drawing them, and she is extremely good. Like, these are, like, real, like, professional portraits. They're really good.
It's really, like, I'm very impressed that the community is, like, has shown this much what's the word, excitement, and that it's actually really active. This is really impressive.
we don't know how much longer like LP is going to be around for, so we're going to make sure that if it goes out in any way, it's going out with a bang.
It certainly is going to be quite a bang, especially with some of the teams that are going to be present. Some really, really heavy hitters, some real old school players, coupled with some surprisingly good newer players as well, and some newer teams. For now, we're just setting up the first match, which will be, if I am correct...
I mean, just by looking at the teams already, because obviously we're in game in the party, it's Aftermath versus Hypno Squirrel. Like these are like two of the teams where I actually know every person that's in that team, so it's that, which makes it really easy to figure out who's playing who without actually having to look at the schedule.
Wow. Some of the team names are still kind of new to me, so I'll have to try my best to block that in as quickly as I can. And once everybody is ready, we'll be able to get the game started. But perhaps some team presentation videos wouldn't go amiss right now. Let's see exactly who's playing and who we can expect to see. Honestly, that is an incredibly stacked team. In every regard. Absolutely terrifying. I personally am not looking forward to go up against that, because I'm also competing, and so are you.
I'm just glad they're not in our group.
Yeah, honestly, some of the groupings are just really, really lucky.
Well, that's Aftermath and hit the squirrel in Group A. I was like, yes!
Now, let's see who their opponents are going to be. Hypno Squirrel. The team with the most confusing names for somebody who mostly plays on light like myself. Why can't you just be the names that you are and that you have on the other data center? Come on, guys. Why are you making us work so much harder?
The best bit was sort of when Clover made the Sin Lin name on Chaos and went like plus 1600 in one day, and everyone literally crapped themselves because they thought it was an actual Sin on healer.
Could you imagine? I think Len would rather maybe not play on healer. We had a few good scrims against them, my team, the lads, plug. We did pretty well, I think, but they are also an incredibly terrifying team to go up against. This in general, this bracket is looking to be like phenomenal. The games should be of the highest quality one can expect from Feast. In EU, at least.
I think we could get on with a ready check.
Hopefully, we'll be able to get right in and see exactly how this ends up playing out. I'm actually really excited. I'm really, really excited. Oh, the hype is real! Another great part about seeing matches that are such high quality is that you actually like, especially if you're a newer player, you get to see some absolutely phenomenal gameplay. And I mean, there's so much to learn, so much to absorb and find out.
So both teams have voted on the map, and the first map is going to be the standard Crystal Tower map.
Boring. Imagine. The sound of the pop comes in.
Oh, that sound gives me PTSD, bro.
It gives everyone PTSD. It's the worst thing imaginable. But it is good. And we're in! First match of Coliseum of Chaos. Oof.
With these accelerated loading times, which is great. Thanks for that, SE.
No scuffed party lists to be found here. No siree.
Yeah, just it's unfortunate that makes follow-up kills after healers now actually a lot more difficult because healers just instant zone back in.
These teams are already looking to be quite interesting. Zoid is opting not to go for weapon throw. Big disappoint. That's all. I'm already deducting, points from my point system. Disgusting.
Oh, okay, Zoid. So you take Rampart when it's a tournament, but when you want to end my games on Certain Gear, you go weapon throw reprisal. Yeah, okay, right.
I think the thing to really that I think is going to be very interesting to see is just how well is Ratio going to be able to make use of this Feta ward.
He's expecting the Warrior to peel him quite a lot, but the thing is that Home Gang goes through Feather Wards, so it's going to be interesting to see if he homes the Feather Wards.
Pretty standard style, already trying to go in with some big damage.
Straight RF opener, which causes Arms Limp and Adel both out, which means she's probably going to go Brotherhood Fate next, which is really clean with Dart.
Yeah, Rasio's
that might be an early Adel.
Ooh, Rasio's going quite aggressive. Does force out the Protect from Taru.
Brotherhood Fate window, yep, no Adel up. That's yeah, she addled the RF, and obviously that was bound to come afterwards.
Yeah, it's really, really big damage, and now Ratio as well, getting chunked quite hard. Still has yet to use his Feta ward, probably waiting for his Black Mage to respawn before hard committing again.
Yeah, Sin has no Purify at the moment as well, because he purified Tara Sleep and just set out Aim Sleep Full, or Kinamoto. The Home Gang as well during Feather Ward, exactly as we expected.
Still some pretty decent damage coming out, but the Adel was used and now it's gone, and Nami has an opportunity to go in very hard.
Up, so we're probably going to see another double cooldown window up next. Nope, it's just a Fate Dart on its own, which which pretty much brings out no defensives. Arm Stamp is not going to be used, but that's probably cost him. Razio, no, little buddy!
Oh, it's even worse because he used it at the very last second before he died, so he's not going to have it back up now for when he needs it again. He's going to be a very easy target for the next while.
I think, like, I guess he was expecting it to be like the earlier RF window, but the thing is he didn't take into account there was 2 CDs this time, so he needed to mitigate both. Just a standard dart on its own. Ooh! Average Kinamoto to a dart burst. That's literally Ninja Black Mage in a nutshell.
Yeah, even a single burst strike as well from Zoid on the Gunbreaker, and it's just like you saw, he just melts. Trying to go into Wenny now as well. He does pop Rampart, fairly early. Does manage to get a lot of use out of that. He'll probably look to shake it off soon, but they're just going for insane pressure onto the Black Mage. That was a dart and a Protect in response as well.
Yeah, RF dart maybe? Dart onto Wenny. He has no defensives up. Protect's not going to be used for this. I'm guessing they're going to save for the next big Ninja Burst.
He does have... Oh, we got a limit break.
No Xena Glossy to follow it up though, because Kinamoto has slept. It's a really good sleep on
amazing sleep.
Oh, Razzy's going to get the hide off as well. Yep, Razzy has got the hide off. Let's see if they can break it. Providing Gally is on the die first!
Oh no!
Not my duck!
Oh no! There was such an opportunity there. Oh, and it's really unfortunate as well because Ninja just can't output the same level of pressure. Excellent sleep right there. Easy Wolf's Heart for Taro.
That will have been the Nightwing sleep that's come out. The Feather Ward's been used. It doesn't look like it's going to get homed here, but Adel has been used. That might be a very preemptive Adel, especially with the home gang as well. It's a bit of an overlap there.
A lot of LBs still on the board there.
Brotherhood Feint window, once Ali's with Dart, could result in a kill. Yep, no protect used. Full sleep.
Oof. Yeah, Wings are not going to cut it there. Especially against such a well-coordinated burst.
Yeah, Zoid I think really needed to tank LB that, because Sin didn't have Purify, and she's really low mana as well. And now she basically had to use Protect on a Inner Chaos on its own, which is less than ideal.
Yeah, especially against a Monk Black Mage. Ooh, the next burst is going to be nasty.
It's going to be an RF up next, and I don't know what they're going to use on it.
I don't know if
I think they might just leave it, or they might reprisal.
Well, the tank LB did come out from Zoid, but now it's gone. There is an opportunity with the melee LB from Ratio. He's probably going to wait for Featherwood to come up so that he doesn't get CC'd, but if when he home gangs him...
Yep, RF Feint, this is RF Feint Dart.
Ooh, it's so much damage.
He needs to arms length those. He needs to arms length those.
He needs to do it way sooner than that.
Because Zoid had no peel stun, no stun, because for whatever reason he chose to stun Nami on a burst that was only dire. Not really sure why.
And there's just so much pressure coming out. Especially when you're on the back foot like this. This is one of the biggest issues with Ninja, is that playing from behind is awful because you don't get to choose when you go in.
Yeah, because when he could quite comfortably just stun and home every single Razzie burst now and they win. Like, comfortably do that. And he'll be absolutely fine.
It's so hard to actually, like, play the Ninja game because you just don't have the threat. And
yeah, it's not looking good for Razzie right now. He's on the floor again. He's on the 13 medal Dane special.
Oof. And it's like trying to stay in against this kind of team when you have no defensives, no resources. It's just... I don't really know what you can expect here. And they're going to need 2 kills here to win.
Is it 13 or 7 medals for the Dane special?
It doesn't really matter at that point. No, wait, I can't say that. He's my teammate.
Yeah, it's just a straight RF Feint window.
Yeah, this is
pretty much game.
Pretty much. Unless all of a sudden Taro just, has an aneurysm and decides to give all the medals away. It's not looking good at all. Oh, 7 medals.
Yeah, that's the Dane special. That's definitely the Dane special now.
A very, very convincing victory. Look at the damage chart as well. Look at the monk people underestimated the monk buff. But like this is single target, okay? 300k damage, single target. Dragoon gets that with cleave factored in. You have to stop monk. You have to. You can't let it run wild, or it will just absolutely steamroll. And especially now, after the Tornado Kick buff. You don't need the buffs to actually kill people. It's so powerful. You use Riddle of Fire. People see that and they go, oh, they're red. I should addle that. And then the monk's laughing at you because they're like, I can just kill you afterwards anyway. I don't need to use anything here.
And the logic behind it was that Adel was obviously an equal cooldown to Riddle of Fire, so you could always just hit Adel every time you saw Riddle of Fire. The issue is that it doesn't necessarily work that way unless it's RF Dart, which do actually synchronize a lot, but there's no guarantee you're going to find them in the same window, so using it as CCRF is not always the best answer. You need to wait to see if the second CD comes first.
But it's so hard as well for the forecasters to actually do that, because if you gamble and you decide not to addle the Riddle of Fire, and they actually burst with it, and you die from it, you look really stupid.
I mean, if you gamble and you get stunned before you use anything, you're probably screwed, especially if there's no protect.
Ooh, that was a good ill wind AoE silence from Ratio to help peel himself a little bit. Still sitting on the arm's length. Protect is still available for their side as well. But darts coming out onto Ali. A lot of back and forth. Trying to position into the corridor, but can't go much further because of Len's positioning. And now, with ethereal manipulation down, you're just a sitting duck. If they get anything here, it's looking like quite possibly Ali's death, but the Riddle of Fire as well, dashing right onto Ali. Great ethereal manipulation to buy time, dashing away from that shoulder tackle. But you can see, even desyncing the burst, Ali still almost died. And without an Adel available, and no reprisal for some time from Zoid, this could be really, really grim. I'm not sure if that Adel was... Not sure that Adel was quite in time. Ratio just barely surviving on 1,000 health, running for his life. He will get this hide off, but how much value is he gonna get from it? He doesn't have Bolt because he used it to run away. He's probably fishing for something there, but he gets homed in. Ooh, Wenny! Winnie, that home gang was absolutely amazing! Good lord! Saving his own life and peeling Ratio at the same time? Whose man's is this? Now as well. Brotherhood coming out, going for a big burst onto Ratio. The Feather Ward might give him a little bit more time. He's just trying to buy his healer some time. Building gauge with the Bunshin, but now home ganged in place and darted. But surprise, surprise! The return kill onto Nami with no defensives available. We're back onto even. Man, I'm still not over that home gang. That home gang was absolutely amazing. This time, however, things are going a little bit differently. Seinlen is able to get the Wolf's Heart this time, which will be absolutely crucial against a team like them. The hide has been given. And now, Trick Attack, Phantom Dart, and Drain Fortitude onto Kino. This is a lot of damage. And especially, I think... Oh, just barely missed by the caster LB. Ah, it's so rough. You want to try and utilize caster LB as much as you can because of the massive plus 25% damage up that you get, but you are weakest when you are attacking. You always have to remember that. Now the big burst as well coming out. Illwind, again, used somewhat defensively. They're trying to go onto Taru, trying to do that as much... trying to alleviate as much pressure as possible. If they get Taru, they might have a real shot at stealing this again. Showing yourself against a ninja, always very dangerous. Because of the burst. It's unseeable. You never know when it might come out. Oh, that stun was so good. And again, Ratio unfortunately does go down with arm's length. It's really rough. So many split decisions. And you can see because of, like, just how seamless Monk is now. The Riddle of Fire comes out again. No Adel available. Wenny, very, very low. Almost goes down. 2k health at most. Very, very good at buying themselves time, and it actually results in a kill onto Ali with the limit break. And again, 40 seconds left. Oh, it's so difficult. Look at how well the medals are being spread. On the side of the claws, this is how you distribute medals. Because not a single person, not one person alone is a win con. So they have to go for the last-ditch effort on Tataru to try and get as much damage as possible. Possibly killing the healer and maybe getting a follow-up kill. But with 10 seconds left, it's looking so grim. Ah. Damn. Damage chart kind of speaks for itself. When you peel a ninja as hard as that, it's so hard to do anything. So very, very hard. We will just head back in really quickly. We've got a few things to...
I did the JP custom autopilot where they leave after every single game. I autopilot because I literally just looked up JP before we started. We were doing scrims over there.
I was wondering, it was a little bit quiet, but then I saw... yeah, I was keeping track. I saw the solution, but I won't do that because my Discord does not like Final Fantasy with me at the moment. Still, for now, 2-0. It's looking kind of hard, but they do still have the potential to draw. If they get 2 straight victories now, they will tie, and they are actually doing quite well, all things considered. They were very close several times. I think just the timing of, you know, trying to figure out when it's your turn. It's very much the kind of thing that you might expect in like fighting games almost, where you have to kind of understand when it's when you have the opportunity to do something, and if you don't have that opportunity, then you have to retreat. You just have to.
Okay, so after that unintentional intermission, we will have the possible last game. If obviously Aftermath goes 3-0 up, the series will end. If Hitless Girl manage to take a round, there will be one more game of this series.
I'm rooting for them. I really am. I really am.
Razzie is obviously, I can see, swapped in. I don't know if this was last game, but Razzie has obviously swapped out the Feather Ward now because he's realised it's totally irrelevant against Warrior. You're just gonna get home ganged instead. Yeah,
and especially as well, and I think you mentioned this a little while ago, and I've heard certain other prominent figures mention this as well, like Meadow, where Feint is just really good. Feint is just a really good tool to have.
Here's the thing, without Feint, you are largely relying on those like all-in dart windows. If you don't have the Feint window as well, you can't do like a bunch and build window, you can't do anything like that. So, like, you already lose a sizable portion of burst and have to spend time running around trying to survive, which is just gonna mana drain the shit out of Sin.
Especially as well with the kinds of positioning that occurs, especially with a ninja in tow, and especially with the way that Ratio tends to use Shikuchi. Maybe he should be more defensive with it.
Yeah, but I found from like speaking to some ninjas, they prefer to just use it on the spot for the shield, and I can honestly see why. Because it's just way too valuable. The ninja has like no survivability outside of it, really. Yeah,
but even still, a 2k shield is only going to be so good. Good Nightwing from Ali there to buy time. Both sides actually use Nightwing.
There was a feint onto Nami, but like a dart onto Kina. I don't know if that was a fake attempt, maybe. So that was not why you took feint, Razio.
Oh, that's really unlucky. They are trying to go for some return damage as well. I would have liked to see that ill wind sooner, because I think that might have done it.
That was a bit of a waste.
That ill wind, if used sooner, might have actually might have done something there. And now Ratio, like this horizontal wall is so terrible.
Literally his tomb, honestly. Like that's where he's died most of the time in this game. I wish we could have like a death map, you know, like how they show where people shoot from in soccer, something like that. That would be really good. You can see all the spots that Razzia's died in, and I guarantee you just see like a big red circle around that wall.
I'm sure we can petition some of the organizers to give us that graphic. Still, it's really hard as well because of everybody's positioning here. The defensive Shikuchi's coming out as well, but now if Razio dies here, oh.
Monk Black Mage. It's a really good game design. There's obviously a medal split as well.
It's a and again now it's this is where the folly usually occurs in solo queue. You see a tank with 200 medals and it's like, yeah, okay, it's fine. We still have a very easy chance of winning, but here it's a bit harder.
Yeah, people are a bit smarter with a medal spread here, and plus, yeah, Zoid could have not taken Rampart and actually been fine. They would have abused it, but I'm going to use it as an excuse. Going to protect onto Dart, so there's actually nothing else up offensive-wise on Hypno Squirrel's team.
Yeah, it's looking a bit rough here. Only arm's length on Terrasio, but they know this. They're going to just focus on Ali.
Really still a reprisal up for Wenny. That's all that's left for Wenny's team as well. Then limit break out. Might die during it. Yep, that's death. There goes Nami.
Ooh, was that overconfidence? I don't know.
I think the decision to limit break there was a bit ambitious, considering there was literally no defensives up left on their team.
Yeah, plus
and
being
all
behind
of
a wall.
Teams are coming up soon as well. But yeah, it's the horizontal wall of death.
It's the horizontal wall.
So Horse Heart and 5 are going to see if they contest for it. They should be able to contest. I think Aftermath should be able to contest this quite easily now that Nami's back in time. If she died a little bit later, that could have been interesting.
Yeah, it's unlucky.
Yep.
Oh, and it's so unlucky as well because I saw Bava come out from Razio. That's really, really big. The home gang again coming in, making it so that Razio just can't participate in the burst. If he could have, that might have been a kill. They might still get it with the caster will be coming out. Definitely going to be hit by that.
Yep, that does land onto Kinamoto. And there's a tank LB, so they can stay in, because there's no other defensive left, so that's a really good tank LB. So limit break onto Kinamoto.
Ooh!
And then, there's the Fire 4 as well to go with it!
They actually got it.
Drain and that'll wear up. Oh, not like that.
Oh, but they're not wasting any time at all. They know that if they can trade, they should go for it. But Taru now stunned with the Phantom Dart. Ooh, very, very close.
There's a buff shaken off as well, so that's Rampart gone.
Momentary worry.
Ninja's obviously like way better at doing follow-up kills than Monk is in many cases as well, which is really good. Unless the Monk gets a really good X kick.
For sure. Especially like the fact that Assassinate resets on a takedown, even just an assist will get that execute back for you. It's huge damage potential.
Oh, we got another scrimmage going on a horizontal wall of death.
I hate this, guys. Please.
Oh, he's going to be the latest victim. He's going to be the latest victim of the horizontal wall of death. Is it going to be Nami?
But with the Protect Animation Flash.
Could be a Riddle of Fire, Fate Burst. And
oh, no. You needed to run back way sooner than that.
They had them on the ropes as well. Razzie just had to survive that. That was it. They had a really good opening afterwards.
They might still be able to pull this back. There is a low enough discrepancy in medals that as long as nobody else on Hypno Squirrel's team dies, this could be one of those.
I mean, I'm pretty bad at math, but I think in terms of Hypno Squirrel, everything is a win con except for Kino, who will be a draw con. They may want to take the draw con here.
No, actually, no. They will be ahead. I think if they kill Kino.
25. Yeah, because it would be half a 25 would give them a draw. Yeah, so yeah, they'd actually put them ahead. So yeah, everyone's a win con.
No,
Elliot!
No, you can't be dying out here.
God bless though. I literally said I was bad at math and then immediately described bad math. It's like one.
It's
okay. It's okay. He died away from the horizontal wall of death. It's okay. It's fine.
What kind of reality are we living in? We're dying in the middle, just like away from any wall is better than the horizontal wall. With 9 seconds left, it's so unlucky.
Tank LB comes out as well. Yeah, when he just uses everything here, like pretty smart move because obviously the game's about to end.
Oh.
Yeah, that'll be Aftermath taking the very first series of this tournament.
Again, just this damage chart.
Nami's damage on Monk is absolutely disgusting. How does she have so much freedom?
It's ridiculous. Absolutely
Disgusting. She does the same thing in
ridiculous.
Search Queue as well. It's just like 300k damage on Monk. She's only played it for like 2 weeks as well.
Nami's just that good. I mean,
literally, Nami can play literally anything.
Damn. It's man, it's honestly just impressive. Anyone that says that Monk is bad, I don't know what you're huffing, but you're wrong. Oh man, that was quite something.
Oh god, that's now going to be like a staple for like the rest of the tournament. It's just like people that are arm's length, like on one KHP, and people that die at the wall of death. That's the two staples for the rest of the tournament.
Oh, yeah. Still, that was, considering the things that ended up happening, I am quite impressed with Hypno Squirrel's performance, all in all.
Also, I haven't actually seen a lot of these scenes beforehand because I think they're mostly posted in like Star Channel and stuff. Like, damn, like Kiwi and Dane, these are absolutely amazing, by the way. Like, well done, holy shit.
Oh, it's... Their talents, man. It's... Yeah, honestly, big shout out to them for all of the assets, for all of the background stuff. It's really good.
And, like, a lot of work's gone into this, and like, yeah, just thanks to all the graphic designers that work on this.
Let's see. What do we have?
This would normally be some really expensive work.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. This, like, the quality, they should be paid for this. This is actually like really high-end work. God bless Kiwi and Dane.
Yeah, I'll have to make like a pot of food for like Kiwi, and then do something else for Dane. I mean, he lives in Bristol, so maybe he likes like farming or something. I'll buy him like a rake or like like one of those like seed things, seed dibblers.
Wow.
Call it his wedding gift. He's getting married soon as well.
All right. Still, after a riveting first game, convincing victory by Aftermath, but they're not getting any rest here. They're going into the next game right away.
Yeah, this is sure luck. I think this is actually Meryl's team. It's Meryl, Tyra, who else? Seymour, and some other figures.
It's looking pretty good though. This could also be a pretty interesting match. To be honest though, I think for like a first showing, Aftermath is well, they're making themselves known. In case you didn't know who Aftermath were, well, now you do. You're welcome. Just setting up the party finder. Once everybody's in, we'll be able to.
Yeah, I'm gonna be Barney's bitch for today and do all the admin stuff, so you can just focus on hosting.
It's been quite some time since I've done this though, so I can feel the rust. There are a few ums and hms coming in where they really shouldn't be. Yeah. But while we're doing this, while we're waiting for this, let's take a look at some of the teams that will be playing. So, yeah, Aftermath is gonna be getting a double presentation. It's fine, it's fine. It's part of the... It's how it goes. But let's see an actual new team for now. Pure luck.
Cool.
So, that is what we can be expecting. Some pretty familiar faces for some of us here in EU, especially Meryl, Neri, Tira. Like, also very competent, very scary players. I personally love playing with Neri. Doesn't happen very often. It's been happening a little more this season because we've kind of just been rouletting like crazy. But usually it was melee versus melee. Plenty of matches, plenty of really good matches before Neri, you know, started to really hate playing melee. It's funny how that happens. So, yeah, this one could be quite good because, as well, another thing to really keep in mind is just how these players not only just play their job or their role in Feast, but how they play against other players. Like, past a certain point in Feast, you start to see the same people, you start to see very similar names, and you start to get a feel, you start to really lock in how they play. And at that point, things become very different. So, especially with these players who very often play with each other, and especially against each other, it's really good. I'm expecting some really good, you know, good gameplay, quality gameplay. Maybe we'll get a 2-2. Certainly would be very interesting. I think we are soon to be ready to go. I think everybody's in the party finder now. Bonnie likes his tutus? Well, perhaps I do, and that's okay. Once the ready check goes through, we should be good to go, I think.
Oh, both I think are going to pick CT, so we'll just do a ready check.
Good. Imagine picking any other match. You do.
To be fair, Red they want to pick Feasting Grounds because it is disgusting.
Oh man, those old maps. Those are some old maps.
That's one of the rare occasions I get to see an insta-pop on range. There you go, I gotta think about how the tanks feel about seeing an insta-pop.
Ah, tanks must be living it up, honestly, seeing seeing an instant pop. It's Christmas! Aftermath versus Pure Luck. Man. So we've actually...
lineup.
I mean, yeah, both teams absolutely terrifying. We've got a little bit of a switch here. Nami is back on their trademark Black Mage, and Kino, or as some people on Light may know them as Ame, is now on Dragoon. And Ame Dragoon is
scary.
I have goosebumps just by looking at this lineup.
He's just replaced all of his keycaps on his keyboard with W. Yeah, we got a rank 1 mage versus rank 1 mage. So that should be pretty interesting.
Yeah, I haven't seen Tira on Black Mage in a very, very long time. I mostly see them kind of memeing it up on Samurai or Machinist sometimes. But it'll be good to see them on home base. Just standard opening for now. The Phantom Dart coming out onto Kino very, very quickly. Good arm's length. Taro is slept, opts not to purify because he knows that there's no immediate danger anymore.
Yeah, and he knows the Nightwing's going to come up next, and that's the one he wants to purify. Because the next one's probably going to be a 3-stack Shoha burst, so yeah, it's going to be scary.
The longer you wait against the Samurai, the more dangerous they could potentially become. Even if they give their burst away, it's still scary! It's still scary, scary burst! You have to respect it. The ethereal manipulation gets Nami out of there really, really quickly. Bit of a strange home gang there, possibly to line of sight. Ooh, but it's not quite enough. Oh, you hate to see it. The death of the Addle. Oh, so unlucky. So very unlucky.
Problem is, it's like Tyra knows it's more than likely going to be him every time. It's really hard to go Samurai because obviously G10 lines up with Dart and it's the most broken cooldown in the game.
Yeah, well, Samurais need something going for them, especially with the way that the meta is right now.
But it seems like the deal was to get Neri out of resources, kill Tyra, and then go for Neri once he doesn't got anything, and it's worked!
Oh my god, you can't... This is a common misconception that I think a lot of people have, is that Dragoon can't burst, which is an absolute lie. Dragoon burst is also just as scary, but just happens to be from range. It's just really hard to differentiate it from the pressure.
Yeah, and it's onto melee as well, so the draw and junction effect actually applies the Vol to Neri. They obviously had that, they had Dragon Sight as well, and yeah, it's like, it's lights out.
Oh, I love Drawn Junction, by the way. I love blue Drawn Junction specifically. They're going on a Seymour now with the Dart. With the quick cooldowns, the Rampart does come out.
No, that's a panic Rampart there, that's a panic Rampart. I spotted that.
Ah, it's a bit late as well. They are still pressuring him, so it is getting some usage here. It did... Oh no, he didn't get the enhanced shake, it actually fell off!
Oh no, yeah, it's too early.
Oh, that's unlucky. Ooh, the very, very, very early caster LB hits both DPS. Ooh, this is
Neri and
gonna be
Tyra.
big.
So they're just going to take the free kill on Tyra most likely. Is it a free kill? Or is there going to be a counter burst? It's a counter burst Dart onto Nami.
Oh, it's so close! They do eventually get him. Oh my god. Good Nightwing usage really does save your life. Tyra only stayed alive for that long because of that AoE Nightwing. Oh, the limit break coming out.
Fine, Neri.
I don't think there was anything they could do.
Ever die in the game.
I mean, yeah, this is kind of unlucky. Milk on Helos is actually, you know, really having a rough time here, especially with the amount of pressure coming out. Now being burst himself. Hesitant to use that protect. You should use it, I think.
Hey,
better safe than dead.
There's a common misconception about like White Mage's low skill floor. If you misuse your instance, that's what's going to happen when there's a Dart burst. They will just get blown up because you can't solve this Tetra.
Oh, I know that one firsthand. Oh, man. The learning curve for White Mage is a lot steeper than people give it credit for.
Like, having instance ready is actually more important than mana efficiency in White Mage, in my opinion.
There's so much damage coming out, and they're using this time. The caster will be coming out. It is going to hit both... It's going to hit 3 people on Aftermath's side. They might try to go for Nami. It is the easy call. But no, they're actually going on to Taru.
And a home Dart, there's a tank LB to try and keep Taru up. Taru does still have that heal and a break. And there's no stun up, so I think he's going to be fine.
He is going to manage it. He's so confident. He's even DAing at the same time.
Wasn't risking it.
Ah, but Seymour now. Oh, I don't...
Oh, no! Yeah, Reprisal's not going to be enough for that, bro.
Oh, and off burst 600 of the tournament. That is rough. dude. Though, to be fair, this is a very, very challenging matchup. And especially because, like, once you're this good at predicting when the enemy's going to burst onto you, the counter-burst potential is absolutely insane. You might think that you're bursting their Black Mage, but actually they're bursting your tank. And it happens so often in games like these, and everybody gets caught off guard by that. Everyone will inevitably get caught off guard by that, because no one is that galaxy brain. No one can see that far ahead into the future to predict that.
Some people like to think they're that galaxy brain, but
Some
they have
people do.
But they have 1,000 games in gold.
Oh man.
And it's everyone else's fault except mine.
Be humble in this life, guys. Be humble.
Yeah, in like all capital letters by Kendrick Lamar.
Suffering from success by Aftermath.
I do want to mention though that Tyra's first death was on the horizontal wall of death. Just pointing that out.
Oh my god, this is gonna become a running theme. Somebody keep a tally. We have 4 deaths so far on the horizontal wall.
Remember like the wall of death I made, the wall of shame I made last season, Chaos? So just have that, but with the horizontal wall of death.
Positioning is very, very important, Feast. Especially for the newer players out there, you have to understand that positioning is kind of like where the majority of the ceiling is. But the counterburst.
I was
onto
wondering
Kino.
why Navi Nightwinged, because I was like, that's a bit random. It's Nightwing, and the person that's hit just happens to be someone that's being bursted. And then I saw Kino just die immediately after. And I was like, oh, okay, all right.
I really want to highlight right now the amazing reprisal that Ardo has managed to get off, and he's done this like often. He does this a lot, where he just hits literally everyone with reprisal. That kills bursts instantly. Oh, but
Except that one. Damn it.
except that one. Good lord, that was instant.
There
Though.
was nothing for that one. And that's yeah, I'm not really sure about the rampart that came before it. They fake onto him or something. That's the thing as well, because Ardo's normally quite psychic. He will know when your cooldowns are up before you do.
He is really good at keeping track of other people's things. And he's also good at calling it out. But now they're trying to go for the immediate return kill onto Seymour, getting very, very close, only 1,300 health.
Yeah, looking for control there so they can get the boxes.
I don't
They
really like this positioning.
Some rampart and protect, miscommunication there, overlap of cooldowns. Because the rampart really should have come earlier. The protect shouldn't have had to need to come out. The rampart should have just come out way earlier.
Indeed.
So I'm guessing he's holding up the shake.
Ooh, he.
But
I don't know about that though.
He's got the ramp shake now.
They're probably gonna go for an area again, or maybe on the Seymour.
Oh no, Seymour, no, yep, no protect, no rampart, both are used together. So he's only gonna have to use Nest on this one.
Please not this wall. Please anywhere but this wall again.
Yeah, like Milk had no instance left, and I'm not surprised.
Ooh, and it's such unfortunate timing as well, because doesn't have to try to like line up any of their defensives. They just don't have to use them ever. By the time they need to use them, somebody on the other team is already dead.
Oh, too sure. That stun felt like it was really late on Tsunami. Bye, Tyra!
Oh.
On the outskirts of the horizontal wall of death.
Oh, and you can see they faked it really well, because Neri actually got protect on him instead of Tyra. You really hate to see it. Wolf's Heart is going to be coming up. I think it's a no-brainer who's going to get this, but you never know. Yeah, Taro getting all the Wolf's Hearts today.
Yeah, and obviously, as well, Tyra couldn't really engage in it because he doesn't have any Xeno stacks or Polyglot stacks. Oh, that's another dance team where there's nothing else up. Like, there needs to be a... Like, in my opinion, there needs to be a tank LB up. If he knows dart up, he has to tank LB there. Like, even before dart hits, he has to tank LB. Because that would have bought him time until protect.
And now Neri's in a rough spot as well. People often underestimate just how much a tank can support their team, and especially a warrior with nascent flash. If your warrior is dead, you are surprisingly easier to kill, but they're going for the immediate burst, trying to get some amount of pressure back on their side.
I don't know if that was just perfect calculation or greed, because there was so much up, but they were like, no, 10 KB should be enough here.
It's that
Really
kind
well
of confidence that really, to me, showcases how good they are, how good they can be. Look at this man! This man is psychic! Ardo literally ramparts every single time before Dart hits him.
I think the dart actually hit him first that time. It was like, he instantly ramparted as soon as it landed. So I think he was ready for it. It was just straight away. He already had planned that if he was going to rampart the next dart, and if it was on him, he was going to rampart it.
It was a good cost LD from Tyra hitting 3 people, but they couldn't get anything from it really.
Both polygot stacks, I think, used by Nami there, so she's only got Fire 4 at the moment, and her TC proc when she gets it.
Oh, our first culling time!
For me, it's just a danger time.
Danger time!
Danger time!
Ah.
Eurobeat intensifies.
This is actually a banging track. I
really...
really...
it's Melee LB. It's probably going to be a Xenoglossy that goes with it.
Oh no!
It didn't go off because Tyra died!
No!
Oh no, that could have turned it around because Tyra would have probably died to that. Oh, not like Duck.
That's horrifying. You hate to see it. The Bloodbath Chitin coming out as well, like it's really like a testament to how difficult Samurai can be to kill. The fact that Neri is still sitting on 150 medals.
Yeah, but then we saw him die last game twice.
Yeah, well, I mean,
it's just they decided they were going to bully Tyra and Seymour this game. That's what it is. they're just doing this for fun at this point.
You can see the defensive sleeps as well.
Yep.
From Nami, from Taro. It's just it's everywhere that it needs to be. Denying any and all hopes of coming back from that.
Basically, this game actually went this. What is this damage?
Yeesh. How does Nami do it actually? How does Nami actually do this?
Human.
Oh man.
I have to pad like crazy to get that on someone. That's not fair.
You can see as well. Everybody is contributing here. Everyone is doing as much as they possibly can. Look at the healing from Ardo, from Seymour. Look at the damage from the 2 healers.
Yep, I think we're going to do a rematch. I don't know whether they've got a sub-planned or whether it's the instant service for them, because that instant server was horrible for me, by the way.
Yeah, it happens sometimes. Nope, seem to be going right back into it. Though to be fair, they were doing pretty well, and there was a chance, but it was split second. You hate to see it.
Let's do a ready check.
It should be interesting to see if they maybe change anything up. Has there only been 1 game? That last game took me out of it. Okay, no, there have been 2 games, but they were very, very close. If Pure Luck right now need to come back from this, they need to try and score at least 1 victory so that they get some points on their board.
Yeah, that's like what I really like about this format as well. Like, even if you can take a round of Aftermath, it's going to go a long way when the final standing's done, because you're still going to get points.
It makes it feel not as crushing.
It's going to matter a lot more for their opponent tiebreakers.
Ah, it's only us, like, our second match, and already it's one of the most hyped things. It's absolutely phenomenal. This is something that I really like from Neri, and I've told him this time and again. His offensive Sotens are just the scariest thing when you see a samurai suddenly just appear right next to you out of nowhere.
Last thing, it's I believe stronger than Shinten, so if you're actually using it defensively, you're actually losing a fair amount of potency, and of course it's AoE because it hits everyone that it goes through.
Yeah, it's actually 1600 potency compared to Shinten's 1200 for the same gauge cost. But using it well is really, really hard. Unfortunately, Tira did end up going down during that, but they do still have a Protect up, and now there is an Addle up as well, so they should be able to maybe, you know, mitigate the next burst enough to maybe get a return kill.
Yeah, like a lot of these matchups are going to come down to just really good cooldown cycling.
Oh, did you see that elusive jump? That was so smooth.
Amy's absolutely loving his low gem and ping at the moment. I bet he likes it way less when he's actually trying to play from China and it's like 200 to 300. It's probably like 300 blocks in China. Rather than like China, this game is really bad.
I'm kind of interested that they did end up trying to go for Kino in that burst, especially because it seemed like a kind of a difficult target compared to the Black Mage. Now Terra again. These walls. That horizontal wall is just so bad. Please stop going to it. Please.
Yeah,
why is everybody stacked on top of each other?
See these up. There might be ramp shake up.
Oh, and the Addle coming out onto Neri as well, making it that much harder to stifle it. Danger time!
Thank you.
Oh, we got an LB coming out! Oh, 900! Is it gonna be enough? Is it gonna be enough? The Xeno takes it. Oof. That was a really, really good LB from Neri there.
Wait.
Absolutely amazing. And they're in a pretty advantageous spot now, because if you can get the enemy team in a position where their melee has fewer medals than their ranged, this is the perfect scenario that you want. You can just ignore the melee now.
That's what like, a lot of people prefer, especially against like tanky medals. They prefer to just get the melee medals out the way early, because then the range can be fair game for literally the rest of the game if you up correctly.
Oh, beautiful prediction on the Chiten, mitigating basically all of that burst.
Yeah, got the blood buff as well, so he heals off his own G10.
And it's so strong. 6k healing for free? Yeah, sure.
Yep. And lines up with every dart. What more can you ask for?
It's a bit of an unfortunate caster. I'll be only hitting Kino, and that's not really somebody that they want to be targeting now anyway.
And it's covered by Protected, of course, in the tank LB as well. But they didn't have anything else left, so obviously he had to tank LB then.
I don't want to see anybody die from pure luck while tank LB is still available. The LB is coming out.
Not.
However, the tank LB does come out. It actually line of sights Neri, so he doesn't get that. They might have had a chance to go on that.
Not like this. I think they're going to abuse it, or they're just going to...
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, not like this!
Oh no!
Stuck!
Oh no! Arm's length was up. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Tira peeling for his teammate with the excellent Nightwing, but it's... Oh, it's just too much.
Oh no! Oh, see what? Oh no! Oh, that's so sad. Orchestrion, play Despacito.
Oh, this is looking really rough now. With just over a minute left, they're gonna have to really pull something out of the hat to get this one back. They probably need
the final bastion of desperation, and that is spam healer calls.
If they get Taru, and you know, get a follow-up kill afterwards, they might at least be able to draw. Oh, okay. There's time. Oh, he's really going. I can hear the W press.
Which one? Here's W on every keycap.
Oh no!
Not like this.
It's all W. Oh, you hate to see that Holmgang interaction. It's the worst one, and Neri ends up going down. Ooh.
The Russian keyboard is the sh key. I think that's what goes over W on Russian keyboard is sh.
I don't know. I actually don't know the Russian keyboard layout. I know fake Russian, but...
Baltic citizen, are you?
I'm not. I have an English passport.
Yeah, of course, that's what they all say.
Ah. Damn, damn, damn. A really, really tough game. A really tough game. And it's not the kind of damage that you would ordinarily expect from these types of jobs. But it just goes to show how well they peeled, how well they managed to actually, you know, play against each other. Honestly, astonishing. In every regard. That's a second clean win! Second clean win. Currently undefeated.
Game 6-0, and that's their matches done for the week. So they could pretty much. I don't think they're playing tomorrow. I don't think anyone's playing 2 days in a row.
They'd be insane if they were.
Right, so I believe we're going to take a somewhat halfway break here because we need fluid, giggity, and obviously, yeah, me, nicotine, I guess.
Oh, I'm sweating after that match. I definitely need to replenish my fluids. Good lord.
We'll prep this games up. So yeah, there's gonna be some. There's probably gonna be some interesting slides to tide you over during the break, and it's also a break for you guys to go and get a drink and stuff as well.
Yeah, we will be back momentarily. Until then, enjoy the very, very well designed, amazing weight screen. Of course, big shout outs to Kiri and Dane again. See you in a bit. Alright. We're back. A little bit earlier. Can't let the timer run to 0. No one knows what happens then, and we're all a bit too scared to find out. But as you can see, next match, we have Restart. Fairly new team, I believe. Versus Sister Rosaria's Holy Boobs. I loved saying that. full of some pretty good vets as well, though. Ura, Ocha, Deka. So
You know as well, I just straight away I know the Chris that made this name. Just straight away.
I mean, was there ever any doubt?
There was never any doubt in my mind.
Exceptional naming. And to be fair, the people who know what this is in reference to, believe me, I too am very saddened. Maybe one day they'll listen to us.
Cursed community. Just cursed community, man.
Well, let's take a look at the new team's video then. Here is Restart. So, as you can see, some relatively new names. Not typically people that we've seen before. Though there might be one that some noticed there. Yes, your eyes are in fact working correctly. Natalia is participating.
The god!
The true warrior of light.
The true warrior of light!
Truly, nobody could have foreseen this, least of all us. Well.
He popularized baiting into Imboln. He is the true god of monks.
No one will ever be that good. But now, of course, their opponents, with the full name that was literally too big to fit into the next game screen, polling to bring back Sister Rosaria's Holy Boobs.
Bye.
So, as everybody can see, this is, this is just a very clearly superior team in the whole tournament. No questions asked. No need to elaborate.
Might be an upset. For all we know, this is a group of NA alts or JP alts. For all we know, because that has happened in an EU tournament before, and they would be very clever in doing so. But the comp that they've currently locked in is pretty interesting. So we'll see.
It will be interesting to actually see how this plays out, and I'm interested to, I'm more interested to see in the performance of the new players, even if maybe we have certain preconceptions of how this match might go. It'll still be, I think, a very good learning experience, and hopefully we'll be able to maybe pick out some bits and pieces that we could highlight for some new players. Things that you know, maybe shouldn't do. Don't stand in bad. Avoid that horizontal wall.
The boat is going to be at Crystal Tower again.
Man, everyone's boring.
But but personally, on like a lighter note, I'm really pleased to see some new players getting involved in this because it is quite scary, especially when you have a feeling that obviously a lot of the teams in the tournament have experience, especially with the team videos as well. You know what level everyone's at, and to still go in and say, yeah, let's just do this with some friends. Like, that's exactly the kind of mindset this community should have, and I'm really glad to see it.
Yeah, it's like, it takes a certain level of courage to be able to be like, yeah, I know you're a great player. I know you'll probably steamroll me to begin with, but I'm still gonna do it. I'm still gonna try. We honestly need more of that. You know, fingers crossed that they actually don't delete Feast. So far, I mean, things are looking really good, and I'm maybe cautiously optimistic, maybe morbidly optimistic, one or the other, possibly both. And if things go, I mean, who knows? Maybe they'll actually get a win. Maybe they'll actually, you know, get points. Because so far, it's just Aftermath. It's only them that have points so far.
Oh, too late. You made your decision, Topher. You live with it.
Oof.
Live with your decision.
Oh, ooh.
Besides, they're playing us next anyway, so if they want to change map, then they can.
Are we is this really the additionals that we're going for?
See, Zoid, Shulk is now my favorite gunbreaker. Wow, Shulk has balls, unlike you.
I can't even imagine, like, how the weight that one has of having to carry to be able to go into this match against these players with retaliation weapon throw.
I mean, if you feel like, you know, I'm gonna die of Rampart anyway, you know, just go all out, bro. Just take the retail. That is man mode.
Well, we'll see how it ends up playing out, I guess.
I like Ninja's name though. I used to play a lot of the Van Helsing games when I was younger.
They were pretty good, weren't they?
I like I'm so boomery right now.
Well,
The Bloodbath Ninja though, which is kind of peculiar because the only thing that benefits from it is the melee combo. Everything else is unexpected damage. He has gone into hide though. He does know the hide at the start. That's really good to see. So who's the trick gonna go on? Oh, I think his trick got broken.
Oof, that's rough. What broke it? Did he hit? He probably got hit by a size.
It's probably a size, yeah. Out in the Chris bow shocked it. She might have AoE combos, we'll see. Dart onto Zuna.
The machinist...
He tacticianed it. Should have been able to protect there, but he did tactician it.
It's unlucky. The pathing was a little bit questionable. He maybe should have tried running towards the corridor a little bit more.
Yeah, or maybe the famed horizontal wall might have been a good place to set up shop.
Having to use both additionals there, both Arm's Length and Bloodbath. Now, the Protect is up as well, but it's really rough. I'm not really liking the MP non-usage happening from their side.
I think try to solely handle that, for instance, maybe.
I'd say
you got a cast, bro.
It's a level of bravery that I'm maybe not too keen on.
Redelia, cast, please! Save yourself!
Use your skills. Use your mana.
Buddy.
Oh no!
Go, alright, and you guys are mean.
This. Hey, get the medals. Get the medals.
We're not giving you points for this game if you don't let her cast, by the way. Just so you know, we're not giving you points. That is the end of game 1. But they're not getting points if she doesn't get to cast. I don't care. I don't have that much like swing because I'm only a commentator, I'm not staff, but I will petition to veto that they don't get any points for this match if she doesn't get to cast. Play nice.
Respect your opponent, okay?
Respect the content.
Respect the content.
They're friends, not food.
I mean, we all know how that scene ended up going afterwards, but...
Yeah. much of a banquet as a cheeky Nando's.
Oh, I could go for a cheeky Nando's right now.
Thing is, like, I've noticed, like, Nando's, I'm not a massive fan of it. I feel like all the other peri places taste the exact same. But for some reason, Nando's chicken seems to be the only one that you can actually reheat, and it works out okay still. All the other ones, you reheat them, and obviously it's dry, which is what happens when you reheat chicken. And I have no idea why this is a chicken discussion stream now. It's true.
Yeah. Yeah, to be fair though, I mean, it's both an overrated and underappreciated food. Depends who you ask. Still though, it's kind of rough. Kind of rough.
We've actually got to play against them next, so I'm going to make sure the same instructions are holding the hide off. Let's see if he can make this. Hopefully this one doesn't get broken. He might get the trick off this time. It's still up. There's a wildfire opener onto Ura.
Ooh, he's
trick onto Tofu. Why do I have a feeling that Rosalia didn't have bars last game? Because she's casting this time, and she wasn't last game. And that normally happens when you are logging into an alt character and you don't have your bar set up.
I mean, maybe.
Have a bar set up last game. But yeah, this is way different already.
Yeah, this is already very different. I'm not sure about this tunneling into healer, especially as a ninja. Ninja can't really tunnel as well as the other melee, so it's maybe not really something that you would expect to see.
It's too early in the game for the level of healer spam call desperation.
Oh, the line of sight. No, another one on the horizontal wall.
Oh yes, the wall of death.
Oh, it's gonna be so big by the time we finish. Please protect yourself.
Oh, there's an aside there.
Please.
Oh
no!
She did try to press to protect.
Ah, it's so unlucky. Everyone should be falling back right now. Shellka should be in Narnia by now.
Shellka's got retail. He's a man.
Is man going to use it though?
There's the retail. There's the retail. I just want to see Ura and his big ego head die to this retail.
Damn.
That would make me so happy. It would bring me such untold joy. I should have just paid Tofu to stop healing him.
Ah, but it is unfortunately not meant to be. The games are actually coming out pretty quickly, but I mean it's mostly a positional thing, I think. Izuna is having a little bit of trouble line of sighting the enemy, and so like especially as a machinist where you're quite squishy, you don't have many defensive options, you have no mobility whatsoever. So being out in the open, not really that great, and you can see why.
Oh, these are actually both the teams we're playing. My team's playing next, actually.
I guess you're taking notes then, huh?
Yeah. Don't go for the tank. No, I will be the guy that dies to retail. I know it. It will be me. I'll be like, yo, summoner, dead on chance, go brrr, and I'll just put everything into retail and die.
Ooh.
And Spikes won't heal me because Spikes never heals anyone. He's so bad.
Damn,
Actual game for us.
I didn't think we'd be insulting Spix so early, especially considering that.
I don't even know who our healer is tonight yet because Spikes is working, so I don't actually know. If there's ever an excuse now for Spikes to stay at work and say, "Oh well, screw Levine," then it's probably that.
Imagine if he's not even playing.
I mean, if I don't bully Spikes, then I have to bully Revette. So it's kind of a coin toss. I change my mind from day to day, which is weird because we have like 2 Americans in our LP chat, and it just seems more natural to just blame both of them. As a European, I feel like it's my duty.
Well, one is definitely easier to harass than the other.
So Revette just calls me a spurg and then marks me ignore.
I wanna go eat.
I wanna go eat.
Starving.
I'm starving.
Make light pop tomorrow.
I don't have Purify yet. I was not facing him.
Oh, that
This is now a Spike Pro stream.
What were we saying earlier? Respect every player? How do I say? Anyway, the match has begun. Going for the hide. He does get it off, but if he gets hit by the Asais... Oh no, he's just going straight onto Ura.
Please, hold up! Please! Please, make my day!
Give me a reason. He's taking a fair bit of damage there.
That was actually a huge whopper. It exploded for everything. I think he got everything inside of it, actually.
He did. Oh, it's unlucky.
Unlucky.
Again, this area is not where you want to be. It's not very safe.
And if you just look where Decker is now, he's just standing there casting. It's just like, wee! Firefall go brrr!
It's yeah, you never really want to be in a situation where the Black Mage just gets to run over you for free. Third comes out onto Ura, plus the Bloodbath, and the Wildfire going into it as well. It's not looking too great. I'm not really a fan of this, no repose, no protectors either.
Yeah. I saw a lot of I think Decker actually fouled there. That looked like a foul, not a Xeno. I'm not sure.
He's hanging in there. He hung in there for a fair bit.
And that's going to be the end of this series, because that's going to be a 3-0.
Yep. A very, very decisive 3-0 there. Damn. Yeah, not bad damage though. Yeah, considering the game's length.
I gotta wait for my Judy relief, and then my team by looks has already started their voice call. And yeah, I can't wait to play with a group of people that have 300 ping. What a way to spend my Friday evening.
Oh, it's 300. Cheaply. How come your mum lets you have 300 ping? Noah has to make do with like that much as well. He claims he has to make do with that much either.
Yeah, for the record, because obviously we are keeping an eye on the chat. Especially if you didn't have the balls to end this tournament, you don't get to talk about team quality. Just throwing that out there.
Yep. These guys
respect every player in this tournament, because it's we're here to have fun, we're here to have a good time, and that's the primary thing. We're not here to like genuinely take the piss out of people unless it is fixed Catalau. If it's fixed Catalau, you're allowed to mean it.
There is one exception to the rule.
Yeah, only exception. Everyone else play nice.
And again, like despite how that might have looked, like honestly, big ups to them. Good on them for coming in and just trying at least.
And they will gain experience doing this as well. Like most teams, this is exactly what happens to them in their first LP game, by the way. Literally, like, even teams that have actually, like, because I've never seen any of these guys in solo queue. Even teams with solo queue XP, I've seen the exact same thing when they put a team together and gone to LP. Like, all of them are plat diamond. They go into LP and then this happens. I mean, Barney, you found this out when you started doing customs with us, what the difference was. It's such a massive difference. It's
not even the same game at that point. Everything is so different when you have everything on the board, when you have communication in tow as well. Like even like low-ish level like customs or light party games are usually a lot higher quality than even some diamond games. So the next game will actually be Restart again versus Aftermath, which is a different team. It is.
I've got to play, so yeah, have fun, Barney. Laurie is going to be replacing me, I'm sure. He's got a very unique personality. You'll love him.
Good luck in your games, fam.
Cheers, bro.
And there he goes. Still, interesting games coming up. Especially with the back-to-backs that we might be expecting to see. There is no rest for the wicked. Restart is gonna have to go in like right now, and it's gonna be rough. It really, really is.
Alright, here am I.
Here he is!
And nice to meet you, Barney. I hope you had a lovely time counting the previous games. And I'm glad to be able to commentate with you. Although tomorrow would have been my time, but since circumstances, I will be casting sooner today. But in the future, I will be doing with Lolo Ray and casting with together. And today is an exemption. Maybe it will be often like that. But we'll see. Let's enjoy ourselves and watch the next match.
Yes, yes. The party finder is being set up. Me. Yes, yes, yes. Good.
Seems
The
like
voice
your
is still in order.
Yeah, it's hard talking like all the time, I guess.
Yes, some of my friends. The best phrase that I've ever had was, Barney, you can talk like a train. Which is accurate, probably.
Alright, so next match, Lavine is going to be playing, already shit-talking his own team.
Yeah, he does like the trash talk.
But I think he means well. He knows his team well. He's a long-time player, long-time community member, and there's a lot of insight of everyone. So it will always be interesting to listen in what he is going to say.
Yes, and while we wait for the party finder to fill out, we will, let's show off, restart once again.
Man, I've got to be honest with you, it will be a really hard match for them. It may be even faster than the before. I'm not biased, but having multiple rank 1 melee like Noah and Lavine, who is well versed into the game, might be really hard.
But it will be good experience nonetheless. So
I don't know if it's a good experience getting like thrown into lava right away. It might be even like a bird that pushes his little babies out of the net, but
I mean, you gotta learn some at some point.
definitely. LP is totally different than a solo queue experience. Bursts are more coordinated, cooldowns are spread out more, and it's really hard to, even for someone who has a lot of experience in solo queue play, to get used to this new kind of environment.
Let's see some intro videos, shall we? So, quick recap on the players in Restart. Let's take a look at their opponents after Meth. So it is going to be... Well, one team has said Lich and Weed, so we may in fact see a different map other than Crystal Tower.
That's going to be the first time. I think that old map is the one where we got introduced to the 8v8 these times. If I remember correctly.
Old school. Old school.
It was chaotic, like lots of fun. 8 people on a small map on each side, killing each other, hoping you would have an healer on your team. Bring that back.
Yeah. Oh man. I just have to double check because, like, you know, if I send them into Lich and people are like, actually, wait a minute. Well, no one's saying anything, so I guess I will send us up.
Yeah, get ready for a different kind of perspective. You can, if for those who don't know of the map, has 2 large wards in the middle. It's really hard to push up, as you can see. I think it was a primary map for Stormblood, right?
I think Crystal Tower was for quite a bit of Stormblood. Look at this majesty! Where the hell even are we? Is this supposed to be Gridania?
It's Shrek Swamp, and we are fighting.
Damn. Oof! The Tree of Death! The map layout is also pretty interesting. So...
Yeah, definitely. Back then I think there were crates on the, if you see little bridges, little islands where you could get there.
Oh.
A lot of people used to, if you see the 2 trees on the map, run around in circles, trying to kite, and such as kind of fun. So let's see how we are going to relive this map in a not really even matchup like this.
Oh, this is such an open map!
It is! You can see only 2 walls, so that's why the tree is going to get utilized a lot. And already they're moving in, Zack going on the range already. You can see they're going down.
Ooh.
Of course.
Well, to be fair, against Zack, an incredibly potent melee, especially on Dragoon, playing his main. Incredibly aggro player.
Yeah, and you can see right now, usually if you kill like the range or someone, you would go on the melee trying to get more pressure. But since they know that their enemy team is not really used to this, they're going straight for the healer and trying to get one multiple kill after another. It's just a steamroll, as you can see.
Yeah, especially after the healer dies, it's really tough. Oh, you hate to see it.
Oh, and we are already over with the first match.
Quick 600, quick and clean, very efficient.
Oh, as you can see on the stats, Spix got carried.
Yeah, Spix. Honestly, what is he even doing here? Ugh, absolutely useless.
There's still a big discussion if you say Spix or Spikes, but it depends on your mood, I guess.
Bit of both.
Like, Spix sounds like the nice guy, and Spikes is like the guy who tries to carry but still failed. Maybe. Alright, what's your prediction? Who Zack is going to use the cooldown on first?
A good question. A very good question.
Definitely not in the range, I guess.
Yeah, no, definitely not the ranged. Why would a Dragoon ever do a countdown on ranged? I mean, that just doesn't make any sense.
It's really hard for people to know that Dragoon melee like Zack is always going for the range first. Maybe get your protect ready for your range. That would be a good start.
I definitely would like to see Roselia casting more, because there's a lot of running around and not necessarily casting anything. Yes, you might be getting a line of sight off, but if you're not healing yourself...
Yeah, I think the most important thing is just pressing button, no matter if it's the right rotation or even optimal. Just press button to get things going.
Well, we're trying to go for burst onto Noah there, but...
Wow, we were right. I didn't know we were just that good at the game predicting that they wouldn't go for the range first.
I mean, it's our job.
Definitely. Well, of course I would go for the healer next. And yeah, it doesn't look really good.
Press buttons! Use Cure 2! No!
We have seen a protect. We have seen a protect. That was kind of nice. Now the team has to fall back. Let's see if they can survive a little bit longer under the 4-minute mark. Oh, it doesn't seem too good. The difficulty on this map is if you push back far like that, you're just done if you can't keep up with pressure. I mean, where do you go?
Yeah, running, but at least in Crystal Tower training grounds, if you do run back towards your base, you have somewhere to go. But here, it's a literal dead end. There isn't anywhere for you to go.
That's just the torture chamber. Lavin knew all along that's why he wanted that map.
Well, he's living. Schalke is still living.
Look at that healer guy. He doesn't even use his heal. I don't know why is he called like that if he uses glass so often.
I kind of really want to see somebody die so that we can blame Spix again. Is that mean? That's probably mean. Unfortunately, Roselia does go down, which means that Schalke has no chance of surviving this one.
Well, this match has been mean from the start up.
Oof.
Yeah, it's hard for a new team even get some pressure done. I think even doing countdowns and such on any of them will be hard since they know to use the defensive, know how to fall back, and just usually frontline play style won't get you far, especially in LP.
Yeah, you have to be aware. Especially this map, where you do have places to run. And I think I will bring up the map just briefly.
Yeah, so
it's
far that
so
we
unforgiving.
Yeah. No, I think Yami is even having fun and just chilling with the weapon throw. Not even worried. Now even changing up to full swing. They are not having any mercy.
Yeah, it's kind of rough. Full swing. Full swing and weapon throw are two, fairly underappreciated additionals for tank. I think it's just a shame that there's never really an opportunity to use them because Rampart and Reprisal are just better.
You need that kind of team-oriented cooldowns that helps everyone out. It's just that useful. If it were like single target, I can maybe understand that it wouldn't be necessary to use, but like that, if you hit a nice reprisal on the whole enemy team, you can be sure that nobody dies in that time if played right. And they're going straight for the healer.
Seems they don't want to waste any more time.
Definitely. Hologrond is also used. But they're still going for the
weapon throw. And the home gang. Oh man, this is bullying. Straight up bullying.
Yeah, you can see how they pushed into their base. Like ignoring all their enemy DPS and just going straight for the tank and heal, that's bullying for sure.
You have to run elsewhere. You have to try doing something else. This is not a good spot. It's so unforgiving. Oh.
The most funny thing watching the veteran team is that they're pressing all the cooldowns at the same time. Usually you would space them out, but they're just having a fun time, I guess.
Well, some might be.
There was some quick match, but after this one, we might now see a match that gets a bit longer and isn't too painful to watch. You know that meme, start piece already dead? Yeah.
Damn. So quick.
What?
So
That's what she
unfortunate.
said. That's what she said.
Bruh. We are a family-friendly stream right now. I think. I might be
Well,
wrong.
it is friendly.
Oh, but that was
Say
just...
anything bad.
That was really, really unfortunate. Still, I hope that they, don't get too discouraged. With a little bit of practice, they should be
Well,
able to actually, come back, I think.
Yeah, well, I think if you go into a tournament like that and now you are not very experienced, you don't expect much at the beginning, anyways. And so your mentality might not be really affected. I mean, it's a small community, and it's really not hard to know that there are players who have been already long time there, and we are not here to make fun of anyone really. So might as well try and get into it, see if it's to your liking, maybe even get into more tournaments in the future, try more LP, and so on. So alright, we are preparing now for the next match. Restart. This aftermath was short-lived, but now we are going to see the Sister Rosaria's holding boobies against Aftermath. So it's like a hookup fight on the street, like a ghetto fight. I'm sorry to say that. Like
Damn.
hookers versus meth heads. And I'm 100% sure Spix does, and he does all the meth. Because, well, otherwise he wouldn't be Spix, right?
That's true. Oh. But before then, while we wait for the party finder to fill up, we are going to take a short break just before that. So, stay tuned. A very interesting match coming up next.
Don't.
Hello, we are back. And just in time, because as we all know, can't let that timer reach 0. No one knows what happens. Not keen to find out.
Who knows? Even a nuke may go off. Maybe fees will be deleted. You would never know.
Maybe not
For
before the
sure.
tournament's over.
Yeah.
But for the next game, Mr. Rosaria's Holy Boobs versus Aftermath. This one gonna be interesting.
Yeah. Now Noah, aka Zach, will be replaced by Rivet this game. Since we are talking about boobs, Noah will be way too distracted to fight and do CDs properly. So Rivet will be replacing him as someone who is always angry and will not discriminate against someone. He will always hit his target,
Indeed.
even if it's a woman. All right, how long is going to take? I think everyone is getting ready now.
Yep. While we do that, let's take a moment, a refresher course on the teams that we'll be playing. First up, here is polling to bring back Sister Rosaria's Holy Boobs. Once again, very clearly, the best introduction video, not biased, no elaboration needed. And their opponents, Aftermath. Yes, indeed. This one is gonna be. I'm looking forward to this one. What do you think?
I think it will be a really exciting match since now it can be more even more than the real Aftermath. Well, maybe we can see the first one who can rival Aftermath after seeing this match and determine how the tournament goes in the future. But I think Uraka will do a plenty good job. The combo of Deka and Tofu, I think they have been knowing each other also for a longer time, so they will be synchronizing quite well and may have a better chance against those old grandpas we are seeing.
Old grandpas.
Of
Wow.
course, if you've been playing that long, what else are you? I think you are a grandpa.
True. Big if true. But
Big
I think
if
we're all
true.
ready. I think we can all get in, or we're all trying to get in. So, let's go! It's time.
Oh, you are hype. I'm so happy to see you that way because we need that kind of excitement for this tournament. We need hype.
Oh, Just seeing these players in the same match against one another. Oh, so excited to see it. And I get to see my favorite combo in the game, Faint Feta Ward Monk. It is God tier, no one can tell me otherwise. You're wrong.
You can see they are going all out for damage. As a monk, you usually has the trouble to getting CC to death. Every time you have the big ass flower on you, someone's going to stun or sleep you. You're getting peeled all day, but with Featherward, you can go in deep.
For sure, and especially against a team like Sister Rosaria, you know the rest. Having so much CC available, having to deal with Nightwing from Deca, having to deal with Repose from Ocha, and having to deal with Bowshock and Stun from the Krissa, it's going to be pivotal. The Feta Ward usage is going to be incredibly important.
Definitely. And we can see Lavine's change to Red Mage, and it will be a bit harder for them to focus on the range since the self-heal and the movement is really good.
Already a bunch of defensives have been used. Temperance has just worn off. Ura has no defensives whatsoever. But Rivet, with just the Feta Ward, it's really hard. Spix, nowhere to be seen, as usual.
Even though Rivet was stunned and everything, you tried to still burst, but got counter-bursted quite hard. I think it's going to be hard to get the kill right now, since the additionals are all up. Maybe Lavin could have used Edel before, but I don't think they expected the kill.
Ooh! Okay.
The kill in the middle.
Respect Monk Burst.
It's hard, it's really hard.
That wasn't even with... He still has Feint available. This is going to be very, very powerful. And he's trying to... Like, this is the mark of a good melee. Using the pressure that you get after a kill to get as much as much out of it as you possibly can. Don't let up the pressure, because the moment you do, you give them space to breathe, and that's what you don't want. Especially with a Monk Red Mage. Your burst is obscene. It's obscene! You can't be letting them play for free!
Definitely. Well, I can see that Spix is focusing all his resources on Red because of the little defensive he has. But still they get to kill and murder the enemy team. Just like that, Lavin has no trouble, no pressure at all.
And it's a double-edged sword as well, considering the fact that if you show up to a match without having arm's length or without having bloodbath, the enemy team's gonna focus you. But it makes your healer's job easier because everyone knows they're gonna focus you. That jump was really good.
The dart and couldn't LOS in time, just got deleted. Well,
that was a very, very good burst.
Spix should have maybe.
He should have purified.
But we can see already that they are quite even, more than before, and it's still staying excited. The next start going out, and
I would have liked to see that Star Diver delayed a little bit, because it would have clipped the wolf's heart. Ooh, Deca surviving 1,000!
But the follow wasn't good enough. Reprise is going out now. So we will wait out, and the next burst is coming maybe in 20 seconds, and someone might die.
Oh, it's coming now! Oh, they're going for it, plus the dart, there's no way he lives this.
Wow, 800 HP, 800 HP, one still going down.
It was very close. It was very close, though. I'm surprised it didn't just instantly evaporate with Riddle of Fire and Brotherhood and Dart.
You know, as a healer, you can feel really bad like that, because you know, there is no way you can heal that alone with pre-healing and everything. The whole team has to work together. Now, Krista should stun and peer, maybe repose at the right time.
Ooh, this is looking very grim.
it's now hard because Levine's team got the momentum going now.
They can't
And it's
600.
rolling and rolling.
They can't 600. If they kill Nakrissa, it'll be one. They'll literally be one medal away.
That would be so funny to see because the Gunbreaker is so tanky. Protect going on Nakrissa. Maybe it's going to be a 600 because they're not defensive, and there we go.
Like I said, one medal.
Nobody's going to pick up. I think they are disrespecting the.
Oh no! Oh no! This is kind of. It was kind of even at the beginning, and it just started to fall apart around the the middle of it. Things
Wait,
just.
we have. Look at the score. That is funny.
Man, how does this even happen? How do you even get one medal off?
One medal off a win, but it will not take long, and Decker will crumble. They will focus on the range, I guess, because well, it's the easiest targets now with protect out and everything. And there we go.
That was just a matter of time. There was too much damage coming out, and Ocha couldn't keep up.
We were talking about even, so what went wrong there? Suddenly the momentum for Aftermath to steamroll the boobs out of nowhere.
Another sentence I didn't think I'd be hearing today.
Oh, you will be hearing plenty of new sentences tomorrow. Tune in.
Yes, tune in tomorrow. There will be more matches tomorrow. But for this one here, I think it was just a case of, like, I don't know. You mentioned it, and I think you're correct. I think Nakrissa should be trying maybe a little bit harder to stifle the monk bursts, because they do give themselves away. And even though we said, even though earlier today, while Levine was still here, we said that monk is definitely very capable of bursting people without ever having to actually use their buffs, you still deny them that burst window. You can still desynchronize them from their range, and that's even just a second difference might be enough for your healer to actually save your life.
It buys so much time. And maybe what they could do this game is go for Yami, because Spix for sure is concentrating on Rivet.
Indeed. Using that split attention against them might actually be the correct play. They're going
Because even though
really
they
hard on
outflank-
Nakrissa. Oh no. Oh, Nakrissa.
That is really tough, you know,
Oh,
because
Nakrissa.
Nakrissa is a gun breaker. And killing a prime breaker at this start of the game, it's an easy start.
Yeah.
Now it's even harder comeback. Now they have to try and synchronize all their CC stuns for a kill. But maybe we see one.
Ooh, Ocha's really struggling to keep up there. You can see that the protect ended up being accidentally used on themselves. It's this is why you can't let this kind of team get so much momentum. And they just wait for the protect to wear off, come in with the Phantom Dart, and yeah, now it's just a lone black mage.
Yeah, it was kind of predictable. Most of the time if someone dies and the healer panics, they usually protect themselves and you know, oh, now I can burst any type.
Huh?
Oh, that
Huh?
really great. Have you seen that? The overconfidence. The own demise. But let's say Spix said protect and repulsor and could have potentially saved.
No, it's fine. We have to be respectful. This is an all-inclusive stream.
We are just like thinking what if.
Yes,
in the
thinking.
scenario. Now Nakrissa is still getting quite pressure. Maybe press that reprisal now.
Yeah, or Rampart or anything really. Alright, there we go.
It's way too late. The burst is already gone now. They will change up.
Having to overlap both Reprisal and Rampart as well because you're late. It's not great.
It's hard. No, I would change target. Lavine wouldn't be great to focus on. It's really hard. It's so slippery too. Goes back, recruit himself.
It's honestly a really hard target. You can see it here. It's ridiculous, and because he's confident as well. Ooh.
They had such good pressure, but they gave up.
Because of the way that dual cast works, Red Mage can turn a Valkyr into like immediate offense as soon as they see a good opportunity.
Oh my god, Spix has no mana! Let's
Oh,
go for the
no.
wolves here.
You know he's spamming it like crazy in the chat right now.
He
He's
won't
pinging
get
it. Boom,
He won't get
boom.
it. They will be ignoring him and saying it's Spix difference. And they will be winning nonetheless because he gets carried.
Oh! Oh!
Oh, what he got?
Oh, okay. Woo.
I got
That,
it.
that metal
that-
count
that
was
was-
scary.
Yeah, but that was a cue that someone was bound to die, even though Lavinet mana wouldn't make any difference at all with
Ooh, that was
so
an-
little resources.
that was arguably one of the best home gangs I've seen.
Yeah. Now they're going for Yami. I think that's quite nice, but now there should be soft bursting, in my opinion, since there are so many defensives up. And try to bait out the LB and the protect out of Spix.
You have to protect yourself, Ocha. You have to protect yourself. Cure 1 is not going to save yourself.
I don't think it will go because there will be baiting that protect out and try to go for potentially more dangerous target like the Black Mage or maybe even the Dragoon. Because you see arm's length is out, no protect on the Dragoon and everything.
Yeah, but an overlapping of the tank LB and protect isn't exactly the best thing. They might be going on to Deca again, but he's not a win con, so
I think Deca will still be dying next soon. If
they're trying. Ooh! Oh!
that LB
Big.
Spix got slapped, should have purified soon now. Maybe stun the LB. It is just
It was
slip-up.
it was very well coordinated though, and I think he didn't have Purify available to actually do anything about it. Now
honestly,
they're actually in a pretty disadvantageous spot, I would say, because if you look at the medals, neither Riv nor London have particularly like high amounts of medals, so they're kind of being forced into going onto Yami, which isn't ideal. Warrior can definitely protect themselves quite well, and especially if the healer knows to do so. The
honestly,
AoE healing.
They just have to play more kind of bait and defensively. They don't have to push all too much, not risk anymore since the timer is less than 45 seconds soon. And yeah,
Oh, they're
if-
trying. Oh, Nakrissa, please. Please not
if
like
that
this.
burst is not going through, then Aftermath surely has won this.
If they can kill Yami, they win.
Yeah.
Big if, though.
Big if. So unless someone miraculously dosses this healer guy and wants the boops to win, they may do so now because I don't think a kill is coming through the last seconds without any limit breaks.
Oh, but there's Culling. Oh, if he can get it. If he can just get it. But he got bound on 5 seconds. Nah, Yami's way out of there. Yami's
He's
having
Mario
tea with
Party.
Mr. Tumnus at this point. Whew. Look at these damage numbers, though.
It's insane.
Insane.
It's Sev being excited for a match like that and then see the steamroll happening just out of nowhere.
Oof, but if they can get at least one victory, just one, and get some points on the board, they will be doing better than the other teams today.
Oh yeah, for sure. So we are getting ready for the last match potentially. So now they have to win to maybe secure a draw because it won't be possible to win this anymore. So what should they change up?
Well, I think they need to try and predict bursts a little bit better. For sure, seeing Nakrissa die at the very beginning with Rampart, with Reprisal available, it's not a good look, especially on Chaos. The wall still exists. It may have been from last season, but it's still very much... There are still vacancies, so, you know.
But oh, it's going to be scary. Lavin switched to someone and now we will see someone getting nuked with one nice coordinated stun. We see the flower, then the big light, and someone is already dead.
This right here is actually by far the scariest combination. Monk and Summoner. And Riv does play Burst Monk. He's not playing the fairly newly discovered Press W Monk. So it still works incredibly well, and you can see it in action. Now Deca being pulled back by a home gang. I don't think there's any way that he's living this.
No,
Oh, he tried to. Ooh! That ethereal manipulation was great.
Yeah. The scary thing really in this comp is just as a healer you have to be on your toes. You have to see my target. The enemy target is going to be that guy or that guy, and be prepared already. Reactionary doesn't do anything in that comp because someone just dies just like that.
Just like that. They actually didn't get anything off of the dart that they had used previously because Deca had just went away. And it just goes to show, you don't need it with this kind of comp. But especially, like, the Deer from the White Mage, the Inner Chaos from the Warrior. You have so many damage ups. Your Monk doesn't need Riddle of Fire. You don't need Brotherhood or Feint because your burst target has a permanent plus 22% damage up from just your healer and your tank. Insane.
Lavin nearly died. It's insane. But you can see they're getting pushed back because back then Spix is getting lower mana, and it will be really risky if they keep pushing like that. And suddenly there's a turnaround. The medals are even distributed like usually on the tank and the monk, so it won't be bad if the range dies, but they have to be careful now.
Especially because of the arm's length now, assuming that he uses it.
Oh, but their burst, it's really good. 400 HP left on Aura. Close.
So very close.
Now LBs are up, and who do you think is going to die now?
Well, I know
Which
Riv.
range?
He's probably gonna try and go for Ura again. If Ura can maybe try and sneak in the LB during this culling, it's gonna be
Danger zone is
big.
There we go. The
Well, they go for it. Oh, but it's not enough!
Oh, and it's Aura.
You have to arm's length. You have to get out of there.
Oh,
The
Lavin
Bloodbath putting in
is-
work.
Oh, that was a nice LOS there, but nothing you can do. Yes, as you can see, now Wolf's Hut spawns, and Spix desperately needs that to keep the momentum going, or else we might see a turnaround.
Great Stardiver. Excellent Stardiver. This is exactly how you do that.
Damn, Spix must be mauling right now. Imagine being so under pressure
Oh no, the
and not
Chrissa.
getting
Oh no, the Chrissa, please.
do the love.
Okay, thank God. Woo! I was really worried for a second there. Denying Spix the Wolf's Heart is really, really big, because now that it's just a pressure game, and with Dragoon Black Mage, they definitely win out on pressure.
Now addition is coming up for everyone. LB defensive, LB for the tank and healer. I don't think someone in the red team might. Yep.
Ooh, buddy, get the medals! Get the medals! Good. Wow, that was unexpected, actually. And again, this ties back to what we said before about the Wolf's Heart. When you're in this kind of position, it's really rough.
I find it funny because the LBs were up and there were nobody there to help Rivet, but wow. Okaku dying with Protect and Repose, and there's the Steamroy again.
Yeah, you can't get too complacent, especially with like just how things are. And Archer respawning, you might think, well, okay, fine, they have full MP now. They don't have any lilies.
No, it's just sad to see it and go that direction.
Once
Because
again,
what, really?
they're back in a spot where they have to kill Yami. Maybe they manage it. This
Again,
caster LB, they have to capitalize on this. They have to go. They don't have time.
Spix is completely now.
Just keep pressuring Yami, and this is in the bag. An LB went out, but nothing much really came of it.
So 50 seconds left, 40 seconds left. Now they have to play Mario Kart. You can see them kiting back into the corridor, going further.
Don't forget that River's a monk. Oh my god, they're gonna get it! Oh! Yami! Yami dies with 200 medals! Run away!
And they were falling back. Just fall back and they win. Just like that, the medal count was good distributed evenly. And they just lost because the Wolf's out was that deciding. It's actually insane.
I can see in the chat, fall back, fall back, fall back. Oh no, they're going on to Archer. Oh no.
Nothing to do so. Go, go.
Yes! This is how you... Yes! This is what we talked about earlier. This right here, not biased commentary, by the way. I'm just... that was at the LB because the LB was really good. And the reason that the LB was really good is because it's what we said before, where you are at your most vulnerable while you're bursting. That was the absolute perfect opportunity for Sister Rosaria's to actually use that LB. That was brilliant, Ura! Actually brilliant. Also, what is this damage? Excuse me? Did you, like, 350k on a summoner? 307k on a monk?
Well,
insane.
insane damage, but I don't think all the damage matters if you just lose like that. Unfortunate.
Indeed. Damage is good, but winning is better.
Winning is better, definitely. For sure.
They gotta win! They have points!
You know, I'm so happy that I got a win because I get to cast with you a bit longer and watch another amazing match.
Aww. Damn, dude. You're gonna make me cry.
Don't cry yet, because maybe this game you will be crying because of Spixer.
Spoinks cat meow. Back on healer again.
Back on healer. Wait, he wasn't healer last game? Wow.
Well,
That's
I mean,
some roast, man.
Dude. Was he really on healer that game? Let's be real. That was unlucky though. And it just goes to show the kind of insane pressure that Sister Rosaria's team actually can output. Gunbreaker, Dragoon Black Mage, and White Mage. There is an obscene amount of pressure. A lot of healing coming out as well from the Gunbreaker. You can just outlast the team like Aftermath here, if you play your cards right. They managed to avoid dumb deaths last time, for the most part, and it paid off big time for them.
And Levine going back to red mage. I think they want to help out with the healing because last game it was a lot of pressure.
For sure. I mean, red mage also has a lot of peel.
Yeah, definitely. So they want to secure this win, not trying to eliminate any chances of losing to a draw and getting that sweet full points.
Good ethereal manipulation to create space after that burst. Definitely doing well there. The protect. Oh, it just ran out and the dart's still up on London. He's running out low on mana. He does still have his mana ward. He's being very cautious. There it is.
This is fine. I will. But look at the mana difference already. Holy shit. Spix is getting we are getting to calling soon.
Yeah. 10 seconds until culling. If they can... If Sister Rosaria's can keep up this level of pressure, then Aftermath going into culling is going to be weeping.
It definitely be fine. Now, all the pressure on Lavine now. Dart went out. Trying to counter a burst, but the protect on Deca was in time. And now we're going into cooling, and it will be a hard time.
Oh, this is going to be really rough.
For Spix, nothing is up. Edel is still on cooldown, only arm's length, but Reprise is going on. That's nice.
They're really trying to go onto Deca here. But is it going to be enough? It's not! The Xenoglossy steals it from under their noses. Oh, just a little bit longer and Adel would have been back up again. Now, Sister Rosaria is actually with the advantage.
That was really tough to see. Fighting on the stairs like that in cooling is so hard. Especially if you... I think Levin doesn't have any pots anymore for that, and Spix couldn't keep up with all the pressure.
LBs are available. Let's see if they actually use them. The sooner the better, because the sooner you use them after picking up the adrenaline, the sooner you get a second one. Oh, Nakrissa, please. Oh, Nakrissa, please, I beg.
You beg. Or double Rampart and Protect.
Ooh, extra safe, extra spicy. Have fun on your next burst there.
And there we go. Descartes trying to kite away. That was
Very good kiting. Very good kiting. People often forget that the corridor is a two-way system. You can actually run upwards.
Oh, this time I bet Spix pinged the Wolf's Heart so hard because the last matches decided that a lot.
Yo! Deca, that was the most amazing Nightwing. He cancelled the limit break from Levine. No caster LB for you. If that had landed, that would have been really, really big.
Yeah. Now
Another culling.
half the match is already over. We are already culling, and it doesn't look good for Aftermath.
Ooh, but back to even with the quick and easy burst onto Deca there. I don't know about that one. I think Ocho was just caught off guard. That's probably just what that was. The Protect has been baited out. They might go. Yeah, they're gonna try and swap probably. Nakrissa, I'm so scared for you when you're in Red Drone Junction. And I was right, they are gonna go for Nakrissa. Sorry, Ocha there.
Oh, Ocha. Now...
Ooh, this is bad for Riv. He's definitely dead here.
He's so under pressure.
100%.
Oh.
Ooh!
Nice
It's
trade.
back to even again!
Damn, it's gonna be
This is a good game.
This is really good thing. All the medals on the tanks now. So...
Oh, God.
I think now it's a range versus range match. Who is going to die first?
Oh! Oh, Sister Rosaria's got both those adrenalines. That's really big. I really want you to pick that one up, Nakrissa. Oh, I really wanted you to pick that up. I really wanted to see that tank LB from you.
Oh, Nakrissa.
Save him!
Oh, imagine. Usually you would go against like range in that kind of scenario, but
they want to secure. They want to make it as safe as possible. And if they kill the tank, there's no coming back from that.
Yeah, it feels like they want to pick off the. They feel like Nakrissa is the weakest target, and the enemy team.
Aura, please LB someone. Please LB someone. Nakrissa is.
Die.
No!
And there we go. Such a turn in the last.
Sag.
It's really hard to say because if you know you are getting tunneled like that, especially by a monk and red mage. Oh well, maybe just fall back and.
Why are you going on to
some resources?
Just tunnel Yami. At least try.
And that's already over.
I really wanted Nakrissa to pick up that adrenaline to have tank LB. That would have saved her. Oh.
You really wanted the boobs to win, I know.
That was just unlucky, dude. Damn.
Well, I think it was a good decision to change Noah for Rivet. Or maybe they weren't ready for Noah. That could be another thought.
Oh, that was a good game though. That was actually like actually good. Properly good. And it was so close as well. They really gave them a run for their money. And because they are actually the only team that have gotten a win against any other team today.
Oh, you're right, because most teams were kind of one-sided, weren't they?
Mm-hmm. So, though they may have lost here, they did get points, which means they already doing better than pretty much everything else.
Yeah, losing is not equal to losing everything. If losing a whole match doesn't mean you don't get any points. Now, they are still in a good position for the upcoming matches. And over time, they make it even better. And after maybe a rematch, you will see a different outcome.
It's interesting to see as well the kinds of, like, the things they could swap around. I think that particular comp that they have of Monk Red Mage is really quite impressive. So I'm interested to see more of that.
Definitely. So, joining back Levine, maybe we get him to do some sort of commentary. What do you think of went wrong for his team?
Yes, the winner's interview.
Yeah.
It would absolute suck. I couldn't, like, imagine being able to do engage weaves inside a melee combo all day with 200 ping on JP, and then you go on EU where I have like 50 in my card anymore. It's so stupid.
Feels bad.
So you dying on stairs, who is to blame?
When?
Last game.
Oh, no one. I ran out of stuff and Spix ran out of stuff, and Yami didn't have anything, so yeah. No
Yep.
one.
It was an inevitability.
Did Spix actually ping Wolf's heart?
He didn't ping it, so we got it for him because he didn't ask.
Wow. Unexpected, isn't it?
That's how that works, though. Alright. Well, I think that's it for
Today.
for today, yeah. So we'll be able to see what ends up happening. There is there will be more tomorrow, where you will be joined by, or graciously hosted by, Lolorito, and once again,
Lolo too.
Laurie. So,
He's
look
amazing.
forward to that.
I'm definitely gonna want to be there for Lolo's casting. It is spectacular.
I can already hear the sass.
The sass is gonna be insane. You will absolutely love it.
Oh, my team will be playing tomorrow as well, so that'll be interesting to see. Hopefully we're all, hopefully Dane joins us on voice this time, so we can actually, get in there. And I'm looking forward to it. This has been a really, really good first day.
Yeah, for like this kind of amateurish tournament, I hope everyone could enjoy watching the stream, watching the players perform, and even the casting and the commentary.
Yo, queue up, by the way.
Queue up immediately. Those physetics. I'm telling you.
Actually,
Edits.
queue up.
Make like
Queue up where? Queue up where? You didn't specify where. What if everyone queued up
DC,
and
whatever DC you're on, I don't care if it's Aether, I don't care if it's Chaos, I don't care if it's Light, I don't care if it's Elemental, queue up.
You
Just
didn't say
queue.
which game mode. Now everyone's queuing up for Rival Wings.
Dude, queue up for Paradigm's Breach for all I care. Just get in game and queue for something, preferably face ranked.
Don't AFK and be dead in Yulmo or Limsa.
Indeed. Of course.
Do something. Use your subs money worth.
Quality segue into Revival Wings. In case you're interested in that, there is a Discord that you can join to enjoy this underappreciated game mode.
Unappreciated indeed.
You can get 50% off your first game of Revival Wings with code Levine. Thanks.
It is actually a blast sometimes, so quite literally sometimes. Check them out. You might just enjoy it. But for now, I think that's it. So thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you for watching this maiden voyage of Coliseum of Chaos. A little bit interesting today, considering that we did have a man down.
And
Rest in
Tottenham
peace,
being
Zane.
sick.
Big thanks as well to all of the people behind the scenes, to the organizers, to Meryl, to Noah, and all the stuff as well. Kiwi Dane especially, fantastic work on all of the assets. All
A lot
the
of
tools.
organization.
It's like, it's amazing. This community is really good.
And everyone who contributed to the prize pool, making this possible, even the players participating, making this possible overall.
But yeah, I think that's probably a good place to end. Remember, tomorrow, more Coliseum of Chaos. We'll see you then. Goodbye.
Good night. Queue up.
Good night. Queue up.